What's up, YouTube? It is Mr. Bradley here, and we're coming to you guys with yet another video today. Different kind of video. You guys know we pride ourselves on transparency over here on this channel. Everything we do is real and 100 with you guys. So why would this be any different? Because everybody in life is going through this right now, and us over here in the Bradley household has also been affected by it. So as you guys know, last vlog we were talking, we were super excited. We had just came off of like 2 weeks of non-stop time with each other. A nice little winter break. Can bring it in the new year. Boom, got back to work. I think that was where we left off at the last vlog. Literally, I was going back to work and Cece was going back to work. Went back to work that Monday, and on Tuesday, my vice president put a call on my calendar, said she just wanted to talk to me. I'm like, all right, cool. Maybe get some more responsibility. I was excited about kind of like advancing my career this year, making some moves in my career this year. And unfortunately, that call was not to put more on my plate, but actually to take everything off my plate. Effective, was that January 4th, I was laid off from the company I was working for. Me and thousands of Americans in the world are going through this. I guess you call it right sizing. My company that I was working for went through something like this probably like 10 months ago. They went through a big one, a big layoff. Then they went through like a medium one in the middle of the summer. And then now this was a completion of it, I guess. And me and a few other coworkers that I know were affected by it, impacted. Obviously, you guys know tons of tech companies are going through this. Google just went through another one. Facebook recently went through one. And several other tech companies and other companies throughout America are doing this, what you call right sizing. I think the pandemic kind of put people in a position where companies were making money and they were doing things and they were making moves because of the way that the money was coming in. And then once things, I guess you kind of say the world kind of resurfaced and flat sized and kind of right sized, I should say, everybody was affected. So like I said, we are no different over here. So past couple of weeks, my life has been pretty different. You guys know I am all about like, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. I need to be busy. I need to be doing something. So over these past couple of weeks, really I've been going kind of crazy. That first couple of days, just like anybody else, I was, what you want to say, kind of blindsided. I didn't know what to do. I was just not in the right state of mind. I kind of was like real anxious. I kind of like jumped right on the job boards and was like, I need to get a job. I need to get a job. I need to find a job like right now. I had to have a conversation with my wife, and she just was kind of like, hey, you know, take a couple of days, get your mind right, and let's attack this on Monday, because I got let go on Tuesday. I kind of applied for a few companies like that Thursday, Friday, but my mind wasn't there. Just like, it's a process. You got to process these things. This is a big deal. I've never been laid off in my life. I haven't been without employment. I can't remember the last time I have not been without employment. So this is like a bit of a culture shock for me. I'm kind of like, what do I do now? I got 4 kids to take care of. I got a wife. I got a mortgage. I got car payment. I got bills. I got life. Like, what do I do now? So after that, I kind of brushed myself off after the weekend. You guys know, unfortunately, while I was going through this layoff, I actually had got gout in my right knee. I could not walk. So it was kind of like 2023 was kind of off to a, I'm gonna say horrible start, because I didn't want to look at it like that. I just looked at it like, you know what? We off on a, not the perfect foot, but things will get better. Can't get no better but up from here, right? So what I want to show you guys is basically what I've been doing about this past week and a half. So my goal has been to apply for 7 to 10 jobs every single day. So I am on LinkedIn, Indeed, Monsters, Ohio Means Jobs, and just Googling other companies. Look, I'm in product management. I was associate product manager. If you guys don't know, I worked for a smart light bulb company. So smart and tech is kind of what I know, and that's kind of the industry that I was in. Being a product manager, I feel like I can run, and my general manager experience, I can kind of business and keeping businesses afloat and coming up with strategies is what I do. So just trying to find jobs that correlate and fall in line with that is what I kind of been doing. Last week I had 2 job interviews. Both of them I think went well. Sent my thank you letters this week, and I actually have an interview coming up tomorrow. So I'm gonna kind of walk you guys through some of my day-to-day things that I do. Like I said, one of the things that I do is making sure that I am hopping on job boards every single day. I get my LinkedIn notifications are set for notifications for any general manager positions that come available, any associate product manager positions that come available, any product manager positions that come available. I also use some keyword searches like project development, product development, things of that nature. Just keywords that fall in line with the type of work that I do and the scope of work that I do. Just trying to stay fluent, making sure that I'm staying relevant. Main thing that I want to make sure that I'm doing is not falling into basically this norm of doing nothing. I come down here and sit in front of the computer for 2 to 3 hours every single day, if either it's applying or doing some YouTube work or just seeing what's out there on the internet. I don't want to get bored, and I don't want to get out of the element of working all day, because I feel like that is a big adjustment to go back to, from doing nothing to doing a 9 to 5 every single day. So I'm just kind of staying relevant in that space now. So what I'm actually about to do right now is, like I just told you guys, I have a job interview set up for tomorrow. It's kind of a screening. So what I want to do is I'm going to print out kind of the job description and some of the key things that they're looking for, and make sure that I have the points of reference when I'm speaking with the recruiter to be able to make sure it translates what I used to do to how it translates to this job. Actually, I am blessed to have somebody who does this, I should say, to an extent. My wife is, if you guys don't know, a career counselor. She has helped a bunch of people advance in their careers, and I am no different. I'm actually a spokesperson for that. When I was making my transition from a general manager to product management, she actually helped me make that transition, and she's right along with this transition as well. So that's actually one of the key tips that she gave me, is to, hey, get on your job boards, make sure you prepare for your interviews, and that is what I'm about to do. So like I just said, what I'm about to do is print off this job description, sit down and focus on making sure that my skills translate to this job and being able to articulate that in an interview. So that's what we're about to work on right now. So let's get going. Right now is just getting the job description basically printed out. They got job duties listed here. So what I want to do is create some space in between each job duty, and being able to give myself some space to be able to write into that description how my skill set translates into what they're asking for in this role. So I want to make sure I'm giving myself enough space to be able to write out full sentences. One of the cool things, which I don't know how this is gonna work out with us getting back into the office, but one of the cool tips that my wife gave me a while ago was that in this day and age of virtual interviews, you kind of got the game plan. You don't have to like be on the spot to kind of guess what they're gonna ask, or like be having to sit there and think, because you can make yourself some kind of notes to be able to have that stuff readily available to be able to express your skill set and not kind of be trying to take it off the cusp of your brain, or to have to think it out like, oh, what do I say here when they ask me this? Because you kind of got it there, especially if you prepped already. So that's what I'm kind of trying to do right now. All right, so now I got the job description printed out, made sure I had enough space in between each of the elements that the job requires or things that they're looking for within the job, so I can have enough space to write out how my skills correlate to that skill set that they were asking for. I also made sure to print out a company overview. One of the things a lot of companies ask for, do you know anything about this company? So you want to make sure you have at least some insight. I don't think a lot of recruiters tend to expect you to know everything about the company that you're applying for, but you should know at least some key components of what the company does, kind of what's the industry they're in, and some of, kind of the mission, and maybe even like their objective in the business. So kind of some of the things I got printed out here. So now what I'm about to do is, like I just told you guys a little earlier, is kind of, like I said, go over how my skill sets translates into what they're looking for in this role. So that's what I'm about to do now. After I finish that, I am going to get some lunch because I have not eaten today. I did go to the gym a little earlier today. That's kind of how I've been trying to stay sane over this whole process. It's kind of just going through my regular routine, like I told you guys, making sure I go to the gym, making sure that I'm not staying stagnant, that I'm actually not just sitting in front of the TV, just watching Sports Center or playing my video game all day long, making sure I'm getting at least 2 to 3 hours in front of the computer every day, on job boards, or just trying to stay busy, just kind of going through a day like I would normally go through a day if I was working. It's kind of how I'm staying sane throughout this whole thing, because this can be a very draining process. Not working, being laid off, just your mind can tend to race when you're dealing with that type of stuff. So trying to stay as normal as possible is how I've been trying to get through this. So I'm about to attack this, and then I will talk to you guys in a few. All right, so I'm about 5 questions in. Ran through a few of these with the wife. She gave me the thumbs up, provided some insight on some things that she would change. I always take her feedback. It is always appreciated, especially with her working in HR. So she hears and sees way more than I do. And obviously, me trying to explain my job to somebody who does not do my job, who can understand what I'm saying, is key too, because that's a big role too. You have to understand too, when you're going for these roles, especially that initial conversation, like CC has told me so many times with the recruiter or with HR, they don't know what you do. So to be able to explain what you do in layman's terms is key, because you got to get past them to get to the next person, which is the hiring person who does know the role. And you can be a little more detailed with them, but you got to get past that first barrier first. But right now, I'm just about to eat lunch. I need to put something on my stomach before I keep going with this. I applied to one job today, but big thing today is to get ready for tomorrow's interview. So that's where we at. But about to eat, like I said, and then I will check back in with you guys in a few. All right. So what we having? I don't think I showed y'all this. The camera don't do it no justice. But Bae cooked some chicken and this mashed potatoes. She did this really good job of this like sauce that she makes with this chicken. It's really, really good. And then I'm smashing some Mott's apple juice. Can never go wrong with Mott's apple juice. So that is on the agenda for lunch today. I need to put something in my stomach because I have not eaten today. What's up? So we are back, afternoon. second phase of what I typically do in a day when I'm trying to find employment. Like I told you guys, I generally come in here and try to sit at the computer for at least 2 to 3 hours a day. I've been back from lunch probably about an hour now. I've been sitting here on LinkedIn. I know we talk about following us on Facebook. I mean, not Facebook, but Instagram and YouTube all the time. But if you guys are on LinkedIn, look me up, Marquise, Marquis, Bradley, Bradley. Give me a follow. I will be sure to follow back. Always looking for networking opportunities. But so that's what I'm doing right now. Just looking for some employment opportunities on LinkedIn, as well as staying on top of my emails. Actually just got a text message from an employer right now. So talking about trying to set up another interview. So good stuff. All about positivity. Just staying in the right state of mind is a huge part of this process. Not letting yourself get too down or get too high. Making sure you're staying even keel and going through the process. One of the big things that the wife has been on me about is making sure that I understand that this is a process and it's not going to happen overnight. Not going to just wake up tomorrow and be employed. That would be amazing, but it's probably not going to happen. So just staying even keel and going through the process and staying ready for all opportunities that's presented themselves. So it's about to sit here for a while on LinkedIn. Just again, like I said, looking at opportunities and seeing what's out there. So let's get to work. All right, everybody. So it is about 2:30 in the afternoon. I've applied for 10 jobs today. You guys saw me working on my prep for my screening/interview tomorrow. I reposted 2 times on LinkedIn today, made a post on LinkedIn, and liked 2 things on LinkedIn. I try to make sure I only like and repost things that either I really like or are of substantial meaning to me and the field that I'm in or pursuing to be in. Providing that kind of content, I believe, is substantial when you're talking about LinkedIn. Again, more tips and tricks from the wife. So I think a big part of this whole process, as far as being laid off, as much as you want to be on the internet and staying in your zone and your element and making sure that you don't become complacent, is also making sure that you take mental breaks from time to time, because this can be draining and can be a lot. So try to make sure that, just like if I had a job, I take me an hour and a half. All right, I'm back. Battery died. So as I was saying mid-sentence is I'm about to take me a little break. Me and the wife have a date this evening to actually do a little interview prep. Just kind of gonna go over a few of the job descriptions, making sure that I'm confident in the way that I'm explaining how my skills translate to this role. So it's kind of a little questionnaire, obviously getting prepped for the recruiter. And then once I talk to the recruiter, hopefully I nail that and I move on to the next phase. Fingers crossed. So pray for me in this process. I'm praying for everybody out there who's watching this, who's going through the same thing. We're in this together, and we will get through this. So I will talk to you guys a little later. We got also need this little mental break before the kids get home. Probably about 30 minutes to 45 minutes before the oldest get home, and then about an hour before the other 2 get home. So that's a whole job in itself. All my parents out there understand that. So talk to you guys. What's up, everybody? A lot later in the day. It's about almost 5 o'clock now, and we are off. We are off to get the kids.
Hey, y'all.
So, like I said, looking for a gig, but I am still a dad. So this is where we are. We have to do daddy type things, which means I gotta go pick my kids up from week care. And get them picked up. So Cece. So apparently this car, right, guys? It's supposed to, like, when you open the door.
And do it for me.
When you put the key in the lock, when you supposed to, like,
when you
so,
get
like,
close, you don't even got to put the key.
So yeah, I was about to say, so when you touch the lock, the door, like, it unlocks. Like, my door unlocks, and I said, been saying this to her since we got this car 2 years ago, and she always be like, I don't know what you doing. I don't know what you're doing. I'll be like, babe, I'm just touching the door. Like, it's unlocking my car. I'm not hitting the button. Like, she don't have to hit the button. You just get close to the door. It unlocks. It does the same thing with our Honda. But for whatever reason, when she does it with her key, it unlocks both doors. When I do it, it only unlocks the driver door.
I all 4 doors.
And she gets so mad, because she got to stand there for 2 extra seconds while I get in the car to unlock the door. It takes me 2 extra seconds to get in the car to unlock the door. And she gets so beside herself. Like, it's just super inconvenient for her to be. When to speak to my inconvenience, it takes her literally like 30 seconds to get out the car when we pull up somewhere, and she's in the passenger seat. So she knows we're getting ready to pull up to our destination, and she still does not get ready to get out of the car. Do you?
I do.
You do not.
I do.
You do not.
Guys, I'm almost 9 more subscribers on my fitness channel, and I hit 100. That was my goal. Well, today's the end of January, so I'm probably not gonna hit it. Y'all not gonna see this until afterwards. But
no, it's going up tomorrow.
Oh, it's going up tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay, look, if you haven't subscribed to my fitness channel, make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button to my fitness channel. I'll link it down below, and all of my fitness content is over there. So I take you guys on workouts, we do meal preps, we have little chats. So make sure you head over there, give your girl a follow. I would totally appreciate it. Or subscribe. I would totally appreciate it. Plus follow me on TikTok, Camellia Yvette Fit.
Headed to get these kids. Anyway, what's up, everybody? It is the end of the night. It's about 7:45. I just went and stood in the KFC drive-thru. Bad, I know, very bad. Especially me and Cece. Like, as much as we work out, we can't be eating this garbage. But it's Tuesday. We don't want to. Then I didn't feel like cooking. Technically, it was probably my turn to cook. I cook like 4 times.
I wasn't cooking.
I cook like 4 times. Actually. So anyway, didn't feel like cooking tonight, so I decided I would just make a KFC run. Got some chicken, some mashed potatoes, some mac and cheese, some bread, some biscuits. So we all good in here. Everybody having a nice little dinner. It's the end of the evening. Probably about to get ready to wind down. Truly appreciate you guys today. I hope that you took some insightful information. Wasn't our typical vlog. But wanted to get that out there. Cece actually I've been talking about Cece all day in this vlog, but she was actually an inspiration behind me even exposing or talking about this information. And getting this information out here. It actually felt good to talk about this today, and to, I don't know, I feel like it's a community of us. I actually was talking to an old coworker today, and it's a community of us out here who are going through this. We are not alone, and we too will get through this. This storm too shall pass. Stay tuned to the journey and the process. I will keep you guys updated throughout this entire process. Pass on those good vibes to me, because I'll be passing them back to you. And until the next video, I will talk to you later. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. All right? Peace.